I knew there was a possibility, a huge possibility, that, yeah, my mum weren't coming back out of that hospital. But asked, did you want to be put on a ventilator to be kept alive? And she said no. But I thought then, nah, she ain't gonna die today.
"71-year-old Josephine is in resus with severe breathing difficulties. She's been brought in by her daughter Jackie and her partner Kerry.
All right?
Yeah, it's good. Blood pressure's still really low, but that's what the fluid's for as well. You're right. So we're waiting for the medical doctors to come and see her. Were you told that?
No.
So the medical team will probably be the ones that take over her care and look after her. So they're going to come down and see her here, and then we'll look for a bed in the hospital.
All right. Thanks for what you do.
Oh, no.
This morning, went into the bedroom to look at my mum, as usual, give her a medication and so on. She wasn't responding. She was breathing fast.
Just remind me, you have cancer of the lung, which is gone to, where is it spread to?
Right.
Yeah. And it was small cell, is that right?
That's right. Stick with me, you ain't going nowhere. That morning she was actually admitted. I watched my mum and I panicked when I went in there to give her a medicine in the morning, like I did every morning. I'd always check on her, but we had a baby monitor beside the bed. So even if she was to cough, it'd wake me.
Okay.
And she was very quiet, and I walked in there and she was literally struggling for breath. I thought that was it. When we brought her in, I thought that was it. Absolutely, totally, I thought, Christ, not now. I knew there was a possibility, a huge possibility, that, yeah, my mum weren't coming back out of that hospital. I was looking at her breathing, the stats that were on the actual screen. But I thought then, nah, she ain't gonna die today.
Lee, Jackie's niece and Josephine's granddaughter, has arrived at the hospital.
They reckon that she's got a real nice infection, don't they? And it's tipped her right over the edge. That's why her breathing, it was 38.
A lot of the time, I think family and friends are always going to live in hope that something is going to happen and that the nightmare will go and that their loved one will be okay.
My mum, she had the best pair of legs I've ever seen on a woman. She had a fetish for shoes. She used to drive me mad with her shoes.
Teamwork.
And you could always guarantee they went click-clop down the road. And every time you can guarantee people would stop and have to look again because everything about my mum, her hair, her eyeliner, great big eyes. She always had beautiful big eyes. She had the chemotherapy and she started to lose her hair. That killed her. That really did kill her because her crown of glory was her hair. Everyone knew my mum for her hair. The scariest thing of all is to see your mum with no hair, bald, putting on her eyeliner, shaking where she's trying to put it on, trying to stand in front of the mirror to be that woman all over again.
I don't think we're ever ready to let go, and I think the fact that Josephine had come into hospital was probably a big realisation to them that maybe this is it. To be stuck in a bed and resus all of a sudden must be horrible for the family. I think it's just a reminder and a reality check of where this may be going.
Ian, the on-call consultant, has come to see Josephine.
The bit of you that's the infection that's causing the breathless, we should be able to sort out. The bit of you that's the tumour, I'm not so sure about.
Because Josephine's cancer is terminal, decisions need to be made about the question of resuscitation before she's admitted to a high dependency unit.
There was no question, let me say,
that this lady came in with a chest infection, which was likely to be due to a bacterial infection, and required treatment with antibiotics. And there was no question that she was ill enough to need to go to a high dependency area. The question I think that raised was what would happen if, despite that treatment, she deteriorated or alternatively didn't respond to that treatment. Would she want to be in an intensive care unit on a breathing machine with an incredibly strong probability that she wouldn't survive? Would she really like to die in that situation? The difficult discussion I want to have with you. She wanted to end her life in dignity with her friends around her, and she didn't want to be on a breathing machine.
For the doctor to have that conversation, it must be the hardest conversation to have with a family. With a cancer or something like what Josephine had, you're not going to be able to fix that problem. The focus changes to symptom control, keeping her comfortable and making the last few months or weeks as best as you can.
So basically she gets exactly the same care as anybody else would.
But asked, did you want to be put on a ventilator to be kept alive? And she said no. I think the time he got with her, special.
It would be my worst nightmare to have to look after one of my parents if they were passing on. But here's this person that you love so much, who brought you into this world. You know, they nurtured you to an age where you can finally start looking after yourself. They put you through schooling. They, help you get your first job. They help you do absolutely everything. Every time you have a breakup, you always ring mum or dad crying. And I just think for the tables to be turned where this person who you just think is the most amazing person in the world is now lying in a bed and their life is slowly coming to an end.
I'm going to miss you, girls.
I'm going to miss you more.
Don't think so.
And now you're the one to look after them and try and nurture them and make the other end of life a little bit better.
Have we got everything? Yeah.
It must be just... It would be so sad, but then maybe in a more positive way you can kind of give back for what they gave you.
I was her carer all the time, so it's a big, huge lump to be taken out. Bearing in mind, I'd do her tablets, cook, clean, feed, do whatever she wanted, 24 hours. Didn't matter what time of day. So yeah, suddenly you're there 24 hours for someone, and then they're gone. You're like rattling around, not knowing what to do with yourself. Well, I inherited 13 cats. They keep me busy.